You know, I said this in the original recording that we didn't record while we were sitting here ranting.
Rule number 1 of making videos: don't press record and stop right away.
I'm not a cameraman.
Because now we just spoke for 12 minutes on rants about how great this movie was, and here we are needing to repeat ourselves. So I'm going to try to be as passionate as I was before. But I don't know if it's possible because I wore myself out by getting so angry about this movie.
I think if I started the same way, then maybe we'll get mad again.
Do you know how you started?
Yeah, I know exactly how I want to start it. Are we going to watch a movie at any point on this YouTube channel that is not a piece of garbage? Ever.
The answer is probably not, and the reason behind that is because I can't even do this because I'm so angry.
We already got our caffeine. You think we would be better, but we're actually worse.
I'm actually, I feel a lot worse about this. But what I said in the original time that we filmed this was that I thought that this movie was going to be good because, generally speaking, the number 1 and 2 placements of Netflix, top movies, it's going to be like the overall consensus is that it's good. That's why it's number 1 in America.
Yeah,
number
people
2
are
in
watching
America.
it.
People are watching it and liking it and telling their friends to watch it, right? So I thought this was going to be good. I watched the preview and I was like, yeah, let's do it. So I texted you saying, let's watch this.
Yeah.
And then I started it and I was about 3 minutes in before I realized that this was not good.
Oh, it wasn't at the beginning when it just starts? When it just starts?
Wait, you know exactly why it just, like, what pisses me off immediately. The top hat. The top hat. The guy with the top hat.
Yeah.
The sideways top hat.
Like, okay, before we continue, let me just say, today we're going to review what is currently the number 2 movie on Netflix in America.
By now it's probably number 1 too.
Yeah, oh God, I hope not. I swear if it is.
Because then I have no faith in humanity.
It's called The Bricklayer. We're being judged because we're making a video. We're driving. Somebody we're at a red light. It's awkward.
We already did this. We're doing it again.
Yeah, we're mad, lady.
Yeah, we're not happy.
Anyways, so it's called The Bricklayer. It is a John Wick wannabe, which you said in the original recording.
It is.
And
why are all these movies doing this, right? So like they have one person that they have one person that's like the main character, and they make him just so undefeatable. He cannot lose in any situation, right? So this guy gets shot, and I was like, oh wow, they're making this realistic. He's fucked up. No, he kills everyone. He goes off and just kills everyone and does it in John Wick style. And I'm like, why? I've watched so much UFC in my life, right?
Yep.
And let me tell you, I have never seen one fight, one realistic fight that's half as good as that shit. So it's like, it's not realistic at all. So why are they doing it? I get it, like trying to make it like seem like all pump up worthy and everything, but it's like, it's getting to a point where everything is just becoming a fake John Wick.
Yeah, and like, look, I like John Wick.
Me too. I watched all of them.
I like John. Recently. You watched them all. Yeah. Wow, that's for you guys don't know, but that's impressive. Okay.
Yeah, I don't really like.
He made it through the whole thing. It's pretty good. Wow, good for you.
I almost stopped this one. This one was tough to watch.
Yeah, no. Okay, so you had texted me and you said, "I'm gonna watch this soon."
Yeah.
Right. And I said, "Okay, cool. I'll watch it soon too."
Yeah.
So I started watching it like an hour after that text, and I was like, all right, he's probably done. I just got to get through it. Like, I just got to watch it.
Yeah, it's the motivation of, like, you know, he's going to watch it. So
like, otherwise we'll have no video to record, or he'll be, like, Steven Glansberg in his car all by himself here, you know. And
I swear to God that while I was watching this, I had an hour left, and I was like, I'm done. I'm going to sleep, right? So I went to sleep, and I woke up being like, I'm just not going to finish it. Pretend like I finished it. And then when you're talking about it, I was just going to be like, you know what, honestly, didn't finish it. But I did. And I regret it because I wasted an hour and 42 minutes of my life.
You didn't like the big twist ending?
Stop it.
So, let's talk a little bit about what The Bricklayer is about. Since The Bricklayer itself doesn't talk about what it's about, we'll talk about what we think it's about.
The CIA is framed.
They're doing some sketchy shit.
For doing some sketchy shit.
Yeah.
And oh, by the way, this also pisses me off, where the movie is set on Doomsday, right? So they're like, if this gets out, America is doomed. They literally said doomed. And I was like, no, stop it. Don't say that. That's so embarrassing.
That's so embarrassing.
It is. It's like, no, this is not a movie that like children are watching and they get like all excited when like they got the red button and that's gonna like explode everything.
Yeah.
It's like, this is for adults.
Yeah.
Don't act like a child.
Yeah, this is, okay, you know how like in Game of Thrones they have a lot of like character development and you have to like know too many people?
Yes. If like too many people.
If there was a polar opposite of that, it would be this.
Where you just get thrown into the mix immediately and then you just gotta kind of figure out why and what's happening.
This movie doesn't even have opening credits.
Oh, dude, by the way, what fucking drove me off the walls was that, now I just got myself so pumped up. What was I even gonna say? No, hold on. I lost it. It pissed me off so bad that it got wiped from my memory.
Well, I'll give you one.
Yeah, go ahead.
It didn't even have opening credits. Nobody cares about opening credits, but this movie doesn't even have opening credits. It just starts. You're in a room, and they briefly.
I remembered.
Okay, you go.
Sorry. So, what fucking drove me insane was that they made scenes. You know when they have flashbacks in movies, and they make it like a little fuzzy, and you're like, oh, we're in a flashback.
Yeah.
They had scenes that I was like, oh, flashback. It wasn't. No. It was current time, and I was so confused. I was like, wait,
was it?
Yes.
The beach scenes?
No, that was actually whatever.
Oh, okay.
But when he was on the roof, I was convinced. I was like, they're trying to like explain what happened to the family and whatever.
Yeah.
And it wasn't explaining anything. It was just actual real time. And I was like, oh, I thought this was the way that they like set it up with the cinematography was just so
bad.
off. So off. Everything was so off. And what fucking pisses me off about Harvey Dent, this main character that's supposed to be so good at acting, is that, first of all, he switched roles. So now he is Batman, and he talks like this the entire time, right? So that annoys me. But what really annoys me is when, I have to repeat it, the wisdom talking. So wisdom talking is when, like, they're talking to any character, right? So this case, Harvey Dent, don't know his real name. He's talking to people, and every line he says is like a wisdom quip, where he's like, if you knew exactly what I was saying, you'd be me. And it's like, everybody looked at him and they said, oh.
And then she says it at the end.
Yeah.
And then she repeats it. She doubles down on it. Okay, wait. We got way off topic.
Okay.
What is the movie about? I'll tell you. So we started off with the CIA is doing some shit, right? Bad things, right? And if it gets out, it's the end of America.
Yes.
Right? So they don't trust anybody, so they have to bring back this guy who's...
I don't trust directors.
Who's Batman and John Wick had a baby clone thing, but something went wrong in the process, and this is what you got, who is the bricklayer.
So literally, he lays bricks, which is his thing. Like,
quite literally.
Lays
bricks.
And when they said, hey, so I've been wondering why you chose bricklaying. What did he say? He said some wisdom quip. He said, I know what the bricks are going to do. I know exactly what the bricks going to do. But he said it in that stupid, raspy Batman voice.
I know exactly what the bricks are going to do.
Yeah, right? So I went like this. I went, ugh. I rolled my fucking eyes. And then, right after I did that, he goes, well, I don't know what that means. And I was like, thank you. That's exactly what I'm talking about. Nobody fucking knows what you're talking about.
So... they send him, and of course, because it's
Vampire Diaries girl.
Because it's a movie, they have to send the CIA intern, inexperienced agent in, who's terrified, but then becomes really good.
Yes.
In 5.5 minutes.
So smart. And then she points the gun at him.
Yeah.
And he's like, "Good job."
Yeah.
Like, shut up. It's so fucking annoying.
So. Usually, like we did with Roadhouse, right?
Yeah.
Like, I would say, like, watch it because it's a cool way to kill 2 hours. It's
a airplane movie, right?
Yeah.
Airplane movies are like fun action.
Is it a good movie?
No.
No. Will it kill 2 hours? Not this movie. Like, I'm talking about Roadhouse, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it'll kill 2 hours. Yeah. Watch it. Why not?
It's fun. It's fun.
It's a fun little ride.
Right? So this movie...
Watch this. Don't put it to #1 on Netflix. Don't do that to us. Don't do it.
Next week... Oh, and you know what #1 is? A documentary.
Oh, we won't be reviewing that.
No.
No.
And I watched it, And guess what? It was already made on YouTube. I watched the whole thing, but somebody that explained it better than the actual movie. So Netflix is really f***ing me right now. I've seen it, or I hate it. So why don't we try getting a good one? Should we watch something that we know we like? No, right? Like, I'm just like discouraged because it's like I'm trying to save people from watching bad movies. Yeah. But like in turn, it's ruining my life because now I'm watching all these shitty movies.
I mean, look, we're just a review channel, right? We don't have to just watch movies. Why don't we try that Fallout show? It's supposed to be good.
That is true.
It's not that many episodes.
It's out?
It's out, fully out.
Okay, so I would definitely try that.
Like, we'll watch it, and for next week's video, we can recap and say if we liked it or didn't like it, but it's not Netflix, so maybe it'll be good. I don't know.
Maybe Netflix is just dying.
You know what?
We have to keep going.
Why don't you comment down below a good movie that is not well known that maybe we could watch and review so that more people can know about it?
Yeah.
Because like I would do that. I would do that in a heartbeat. Because I'm sick and tired of being sick and tired with these movies. During the movie, I never paused it. I got up off the couch and started pacing.
Yeah.
Just waiting for it to be over. And right when I thought it was over, they for no reason at all threw a twist in it, which wasn't even a twist. Like I saw that shit coming.
Yeah.
You know, and then it wasn't interesting, and then it was over in 4.5 seconds, and then the movie's over.
Yeah. So you said, hey, why don't you think about cars that you would relate this movie to, right? You remember that?
Yep, that's how we rate movies.
I watched the movie, and I was like, what movie can I use a car from?
I'm going to cut you off, though.
Yeah, go ahead.
It's definitely not the AMG that he drives in the movie.
Oh, no, that's a cool car.
Yeah, that's a cool car. We got to use that one for later.
Yes, that's a good one. But, yeah, I couldn't think of anything. I couldn't think of that bad of a car.
You couldn't think of a bad car?
No, because I don't know. I don't remember cars from movies. I have to get better at it. So you do this, and I'll practice. Yeah, I didn't even look it up.
You didn't even try?
I was going to, and then I said, I hate this movie, though.
I rated the first two.
Yeah, but it was so bad that it wasn't worth my time.
I pulled a car from Rat Race to rate Roadhouse.
You know what's funny is when you said that car is like beat up or whatever.
Yeah.
I looked at the car on the picture that we popped up on it. Yeah. And I was like, it's kind of a cool car.
No, it's not.
Kind of. It's like a Cadillac.
You also said the Aztec was cool in the Roadhouse video. Walter White's Aztec. Oh, it was cool at some point.
Yeah, I was just saying that. I don't know cars.
You have bad taste.
I mean, I have a Tesla. I'm not very spicy with my cars.
Let's anymore. Look around. It could be.
I mean, we're not just gonna say random cars. We're gonna.
No, I gotta pick one from a movie. This was your job.
I know. And then
you had a day to do it.
Yeah, but you know how I fucked it up is I went to sleep and decided I'm not gonna watch it, and then I woke up and I changed my mind because I was like, you watched the whole thing, so I have to watch the whole thing. So really, whose fault is it?
Yours.
It's yours. It's yours for putting me in charge of something I know nothing about.
Well, we need to pick a car.
Okay. All right.
We watch a lot of movies. There's got to be a car in there somewhere.
What's a movie?
It's a lot of movies.
Just name a movie.
It's a lot of movies out there.
Just name a bad movie.
No.
It doesn't even have to be a bad movie. We'll come back to it.
No, we have to do it. We have to do it. Do it quick.
Well, then we have to cut this part because
it's
just raw.
No, they have to watch it just like we have to live it.
Okay. Project X, the minivan.
Perfect.
That they were driving.
Perfect.
It's just a shitty car.
And it gets worse throughout the whole movie.
And it gets worse throughout the whole movie. Exactly.
There you go.
I thought of that earlier. I just wanted to make you sweat.
No, you didn't.
No, not at all.
No, you didn't.
No, I had no idea.
Oh, there you go. The minivan from Project X is the rating.
0.
It's don't watch this movie. Don't give it any hype. Don't rate it. Don't do anything. Don't do anything that has to do with it. Just be done with it.
Just trust us. It's not good.
And I don't even. I mean, I think we're gonna do the Fallout show. Will be the next thing that we. Right.
It's either gonna be that or the next movie that reaches #1.
On what? Not Netflix.
On Amazon Prime.
Fine.
All right, cool. All right, deal.
Fine.
All right, so we'll be back next time.
Don't forget to like and subscribe. We'll see you in the next one. Have a good one.